So back with another motherfucking updates video. So it's been, I don't know, it's not been too long since I recorded the last one. I think it's just been like a few days or something like that. Well, I have some fairly good news. So the thing is, like, we have finally sold the phone. Okay, not completely yet, because technically I'm still using the phone to record this, but I've finally seen a buyer that is serious, that is actually willing to pay. So the guy is like very serious, and that's the thing. Is like, so far when I've been doing this thing, is me that has been like almost like the desperate one, if that makes sense. Like, I'm the one that is like, hey, buy the phone, or reduce the price for you, or we give you free charger with it. When are you coming to pick it up? Aren't you buying? Please buy, please buy, please give me money. But in this case, it's not like I necessarily did anything differently. The buyer is just the one that is desperate, like, bro, where can I meet you? Please, I really want to buy this phone for this price. And that's the other thing we'll talk about. But I'm just grateful. I will also talk more about why I'm very grateful as well. But basically, to just summarize it, how much did I sell? You end up selling the phone 70k or 68k, so it's still within that range. The guy fell 65. By now, then said she increased it to 68. But the other original GG up, when it was beginning, like, my network wasn't working, so he now said 70. So it's just within 68, 70k. But let's just say 70k just to make the numbers rounded. So I sold this phone 70k, and hopefully, tomorrow he actually comes to pick it up and he doesn't, flake on me, because that would just be annoying as fuck. So, this problem has finally been solved. This series has finally come to an end, like, for real. So yeah, I'm happy. So the thing now is, how will I now live? Like, what will I now do? How will I live life being phoneless, basically? So the reason why I still went to go ahead is, even though I'm using this phone, like I said before, this phone is on my iPhone 7 Plus. Let me show you what it looks like. So this is very unnecessary. Oh, fuck me. I don't know if you can see, but this is what the phone looks like. This phone is a pretty busted iPhone 7 Plus. And if you know anything about phones, this phone came out almost 10 years ago. So obviously it's still good. Like, it's what I used to make all my videos, do all my little online operations and all that. But because this phone is old, it's just like very, very, very annoying to use. Like, definitely still better than many Android phones, lots of Android phones, but bro, this thing gets hot easily. Like, I won't stop putting it inside case because it's just overheat like crazy. As I'm recording this video right now, it's already hot again, so it's just annoying. And it lags, especially when I'm editing. Like, I want to just go crazy. Sometimes there's some editing, features, or some editing tactics, or some editing things I want to do. I just don't bother. I just don't even bother, because I know this phone, like, you'll be crying as you're doing it. You'll be crying, and it will end up not even being what you're trying to do. So it's like, it's not really going to pay me too much to let it go. And part of the reason also why I want to let it go is because the main thing for me, how I plan to make my money and all that, is through making YouTube videos and all that. So if I'm able to make YouTube videos, post them to the internet, and find some sort of products, digital products probably, that it resonates with the niche of those videos, I'll be able to make money. So that's like the whole general plan. So the things are, usually this phone is like the key in that equation to make the videos. But since I'm no longer going to have the phone, how will I not make those videos? So I still have access to devices around me. Like, if I go inside the house now, there's like my parents' laptop is there, all my siblings, all our phones. Obviously their phones, still not maybe very convenient or very strong like that. My dad has like an higher end iPhone, I think it's like 14 Pro Max or something, so one of those big boy iPhones. So that one is very good for making videos. Even in school where I did my IT, like, they have a lot of computers here. I can pretty much go there anytime and just use one of their computers to do my stuff. My brother also has a laptop, one of his laptop is pretty busted. But like, basically the point I'm trying to make is, like, there's devices everywhere, so I can use somebody else's phone or somebody else's device to see, carry out making these videos. So obviously it won't be as convenient as if it's my own. Like, if it's my own, I can make as many as I want for as long as I want. But somebody else's own, you have limitations. The person might start to get annoyed, blah blah blah. But the point still remains. So anyways, the other thing now is, I just want to almost preface what I believe contributed to this sale, because for the last while, so let's say for the last, for however long I've been trying to do this since, there's barely saw progress, no results. I've been trying to, get people to buy, just in work, trying to do all these little online businesses, affiliate marketing, copywriting, whatever. Wasn't consistent, basically didn't work anyways. So I decided to just trust God. I decided to put all my trust and everything in God. So yesterday night I prayed. So the original plan was that I would do a 40 days fast again. So I did this back in 2021, even though the time I did it in 2021 I didn't pray though, I just fasted. But now I was like fast for 40 days and 1 hour every night I'll pray. So that was the plan. So it started yesterday. So I forgot to fast yesterday, like I ate. It was it was literally at night when I was about to go to sleep. I don't remember. I was not supposed to eat today. Then today also. Today's one now I did remember, but I was like, maybe we just start somewhere. So like that was kind of funny and all that. Well, the point I'm trying to make also is like yesterday night I spent an hour just connecting with God, just basically praying and just telling him everything I've been facing, everything that's been happening, everything that I've been doing that has just not been working, on how I need help and how I need guidance and how I'm basically like I can't do this by myself. I've tried and I just keep doing the wrong shit every single time. So I basically prayed to God, and will you look at that? The next morning, literally, the sale came in just like that. So anyways, the money hasn't entered my account yet, so you can't technically call it a sale yet. But this looks like the most serious buyer, the person that's actually going to buy, at least so far from the little conversation we've had. So anyways, that's just to preface it. So to summarize everything is, obviously you want to work hard, obviously you want to have a strategy, obviously you want to, try and all that, but I realize at the end of the day, God is the most important thing. That God sees all, God knows all, God is all. So if you put God in the equation, I feel like you're going to get a lot more results. There's that part in the Bible that I remembered. Seek ye first the kingdom. I don't know the exact place, whatever, but basically seek first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these other things shall be added unto you. And these other parts, if God is with us, still can remember. Like I usually just don't remember the Bible verses themselves, but I remember what the verse says. There's one that says, if God is for us, who can be against us? And there's this one again, what shall it profit a man if he gains the whole world but loses his soul? So like, what even if maybe you manage and grind to some degree, I know this is like a complete side topic, side tangents, not relatable at all, but to some degree, it's kind of a good thing that you're still broke. Not obviously it's kind of bad, but it's kind of good, because even as you're broke now, look at how sinful you're living, look at how undisciplined you're living, look at how carelessly you are living. Now imagine you just become rich. So basically everything you're doing right now just on steroids. So if you're somebody that does let's say you drink, you like to drink alcohol, smoke weed or whatever, or do drugs. So obviously now that you're broke, you can't do it. It's like there's a limit basically. But imagine you have money, you have access, you can do basically anything. In that case, you might as well fucking die. Like if you're somebody that likes, like the point I'm just trying to make is, money, like they used to see, people usually say money changes people, and that's it from Gary Vee ahead. Money doesn't change anybody, money exposes people. So if you're already living like a fool, or you're just living poorly basically, and when I say poorly, I'm not talking in terms of like resources, like you're living in poverty, like you're just living a poor lifestyle. If you now add money to that, you're just going to put that poor lifestyle on steroids. Or if you're living a rich lifestyle already, even when you're broke, when you add money to that, lifestyle is going to become 10 times better. So I'm not trying to say obviously you should stay broke, but it's like, I feel like we should make the first thing almost fixing our lifestyle and our way of being. Then the next step would now be the money. But anyways, that will be another topic for another day. The more point I'm just trying to make is, finally sold the phone. So this stupid trying to make my school fees back series finally cut it. I already did season 1. I think I already talked about all the lessons I've learned and everything, so I won't really do that too much. But it's just been a fucking journey. I've just been looking at it, that it's been like since November last year, so that's like a year and 3-4 months now, trying to make fucking how much fucking school fees, how much money, bro, and see all the stupid things I did, all the little mistakes I made, but finally coming to an end. I'm very sad if after saying all this, the guy doesn't buy tomorrow. Like I would cry literally, but I'm very sure I will buy anyway. But yeah, it's come to an end. So when I sell the phone, obviously the plan is to use the money I get from selling the phone to pay back the school fees. Then I now plan to rebuild again, like to start afresh. So I will not necessarily have this phone. I probably will still find a way to get the phone somehow, some way. Like I won't be phoneless for forever, because I'll need a phone for anything I want to do. But yeah, I'll still try. Like I'll still try. Part of the reason why it also makes sense, I think I said before, is even without this phone, like this phone is not very compulsory because I have access to other devices. Assuming I had no access to any other device, then this phone will be like my only source of hope. But I have access to many other devices. Like I can borrow from somebody, I can use somebody else's own. So it's like even if this one goes, obviously makes the process a little more inconvenient, but I can still make it work. But anyways, I've talked a lot now. In summary, I sold the motherfucking phone. So that means today is probably the last time I'm going to spend time on this phone. I know also another thing also is how people around me will react to them. They won't really understand why I'm doing it, but they do know I have some debts I'm owing. So if I say this to them, they will just be kind of ashamed that, wow, you literally have to sell your phone to pay back debt. But yeah, it's what has to be done. It's what has to be fucking done, because like I want to start afresh. Like I want to start again. And to me, the school fees one is like the biggest. I have many other debts I'm owing, but to me, that one's like the biggest and most important. Because once if I can get rid of that, like basically, I'm almost set. And once I do that, fix up my little school registration stuff, those ones still require a little bit more money. I was hoping to sell the phone for more, but it seems like if you're looking for, and that's another last thing I'll quickly say. The problem with this GG, even though so far in this my whole trying to make the school fees back journey, GG has probably been like the way I've made the most money. It's just basically taking my stuff and selling it. But the problem I have with this is like people there are cheap motherfuckers. It's almost like a race to the bottom. It's the person that sells the cheapest thing that wins. So if you're selling something expensive, nobody's going to buy. This same phone, I originally priced it 145k. I had to bring the price down to 79k, and this guy that I eventually bought, he still ended up, now he wants to pay like 68 or 70k for it. And obviously I do get, like I said, the phone is pretty busted, you know, the back is scratched up a little, camera is a little busted and all that. But if you check the average price of this phone, you can't, it's like there's no place you will see this phone for 70k. But that's the thing, if you put it at the normal price on GG, nobody's going to buy. They're looking for that cheap. Or maybe it's just, you know, a lie, like maybe because I don't have experience or I didn't do it properly. But at least from my own little experience, it's like it's always like that. Like it's a race to the bottom. Like if you now do, like if you're stubborn and you fix your prices like that, you're not going to sell anybody. Because the things that the app is almost like rich people don't come to this app to buy stuff. It's almost, think about it like wanting to buy clothes. If a poor person or a broke person or someone that is not really rich will go to like a thrift store type of place to buy clothes to price. So imagine you being in that type of thrift store setting and you have these shirts and you make it something like very expensive, you make it, give it luxury price. Nobody's going to buy the shirts. But that same shirt, if you like that same shirt with the luxury price, if you carry it to a place where rich people go, something like a Gucci store, some designer brand, people are going to buy it, because the mindset, everybody in that thrift store environment, their mindset is like, everything here, we're looking for the cheapest price possible. So if you are trying to sell anything like reasonably, it's going to be very hard. You have to really reduce those prices and just cut into your profits, and makes you wonder what the fuck is the point. But anyways, a lot of talk. So the fucking phone. Can move on to the next chapter of life. Probably whenever I do. Let me know. I don't know, Shabbat. When I want to do something like this again, I won't do it in like a dumb way.